LEGO games typically focus on combat, storytelling, and puzzle solving, but don't include much actual construction. Sure, there's ample opportunity to build, but the task requires little more than holding a button until the colorful bricks magically connect. LEGO Bricktales looks to remedy this, focusing on creativity-fueled construction above all else. Coming from bridge constructor developer Clockstone Studio, Bricktales doesn't do the hard work for you, but challenges you to use your brain to build predetermined objects from piles of plastic. While it looks to stimulate the mind more than blister the thumbs, though, it's still a LEGO game with plenty of the brand's signature personality. As its story goes, you're helping your quirky scientist grandfather restore his disheveled theme park. You're partnered with a robot sidekick, then unleashed into a variety of vibrant, themed worlds. My demo unfolded in a jungle area, where I was charged with finding a group of plane crash survivors. Exploring the detailed, diorama-like worlds presents progress-blocking obstacles, which call on you to construct solutions. Bridges, stairways, and platforms must be cobbled together to clear obstacles and access new areas. But again, it takes more than a button press to bring the LEGO bricks together and form something that's structurally sound. Arriving at these obstacles triggers the option to enter a dedicated construction interface, where you're told what to build without any instruction manual, and given a selection of LEGO bricks to make it happen. An early conundrum required I strengthen the supports under a platform in order to make it more stable. This boiled down to stacking various brick types from the ground up to the underside of the platform until it was nice and sturdy. Of course, you can't just haphazardly snap bricks together and call it a day. Structural integrity and physics are factored in, elements you can assess throughout construction. Running a simulation to test your structure will drop weights on your project, or send a robot rolling through it to see if it works. If it's up to snuff, you can pop back into the world and leverage it to progress. While projects must follow the laws of physics, they needn't be aesthetically pleasing. One of the game's cooler touches is that it displays your workable constructs in the game world, warts and all. They don't need to look pretty, they just need to get the job done. But that isn't always so simple. I fashioned those structural supports, as well as some other jungle-based builds with moderate effort, but making a complex canopy bridge took me more time than I care to admit. Couple the lack of any sort of step-by-step instructions with a large selection of Legos staring at you, and some of the challenges can be a bit daunting. It doesn't help that the occasionally finicky camera can make it difficult to place bricks with the precision that's sometimes required. These issues aren't deal breakers, but there was a moment or two when building felt about as satisfying as stepping on a Lego brick while barefoot. My time in Bricktales' toy jungle wasn't just spent crafting bridges and staircases though, as the game nicely varies its objectives. At one point, I had to construct a duplicate version of an ancient statue, while my final challenge tasked me with building a gyrocopter. The latter saw me fashioning a makeshift fuselage, attaching a seat and propeller to it, then praying it wouldn't crash and burn once my robot pal took it for a test spin. When not mastering my building talents, Bricktales saw me performing skills that wouldn't seem out of place in a more traditional action game. I acquired a bullwhip, as well as a ground pound-like ability, both of which granted some construction-free traversal and puzzle-solving options. Bricktales impressed with its more cerebral take on LEGO gaming, nicely mimicking the creativity-driven experience, satisfaction, and rewards that come from playing with the popular toys. The camera could use some fine-tuning, and the steeper challenges might benefit from a hint system, but it's hard to beat the feeling that comes from using your brain to build something that's actually functional. I look forward to diving back into this virtual tub of bricks when the game lands later this year. For more LEGO goodness, check out the reveal trailer for the LEGO Transformers Optimus Prime, and for all your favorite video game coverage, stick with IGN.